the money, and we followed it to the top of what we call the protest industrial complex, Riot Inc. And we found a network of NGOs. It's not just the Soros network, the Open Society network, it's other funding networks, the Arabella funding network, the Tides funding network, Neville Roy Singham and his network, Foreign Cash. And it's also big left-wing funders. Some of them are not citizens of this country. Mr. Hans-Jörg Wyss of Switzerland. They're pouring money into this entire ecosystem. And so I want to share 3 money facts with you about what we call Riot Inc. Number one, like any corporation, Riot Inc. has many divisions. It doesn't just have the Antifa boots on the ground division. It has PR divisions. It has marketing divisions. It has a very well-funded legal division to get these boots on the ground back on the streets as quickly as possible. But it does have those investors that I mentioned. Number 2, we have identified dozens of radical organizations, not just the decentralized Antifa organizations, but dozens of radical organizations that have received more than $100 million from the Riot Inc. investors. These would be the lawyer groups. These would be the groups that advocate for calling good, honest Americans fascists, et cetera. And then 3, I think the most shocking thing is that we have found that more than $100 million in U.S. taxpayer funding has flowed into these funding networks, including at least $4 million to these very groups themselves, not just Antifa types, but there was an event in Atlanta called Stop Cop City. Over 60 rioters were charged with domestic terrorism. These groups received money for that from both the billionaire class as well as taxpayer money. So one other thing, this money helps fund the decentralized crowdfunding platforms. These are ways that Antifa, the John Brown Gun Club of Elm Fork, which had links to that attack on the ICE facility, the Socialist Rifle Association, and just because they don't have LLCs or EIN numbers doesn't mean they can't get paid. Some of these funding platforms, crowdfunding platforms, are funded by this network that we call Riot Inc. So, again, I want to thank you for your leadership, for the whole cabinet's leadership on this. We're going to keep following the money and appreciate everything you're doing, sir.
Do you know the name of any of the funders? Do you know the names? Because if you do, I'd like you to give them to Cash or Pam.
Absolutely.
Or Christy.
Yeah, we'll do that.
As soon as you can. That's all of you. Because you probably know the names after a certain period of time. You tend to find out.
Now, it seems to me he just sat there and gave Trump the names. Whether Trump was snoozing through everything he just said or what, he just sat there and said Neville Singham, Soros, and you can see on the image that I've got here, Arabella is on there, Buffett, Ford, Rockefeller, Tides, some of the same old individuals that we've been tracking over the years, being called out and put on blast here front and center. They're calling this Riot Inc. And some of these individuals live outside of the country, some of them, like Soros, here in the country. Will they go and arrest them now? Indict them on all these charges that they have? That's the big question. The rest seems to be smoke and mirrors in theater until cuffs get put on some of these big guys that are funding chaos in America. So they know who it is, that U.S. taxpayer money is funneling into it and everything else, that it's backing these events. Who's going to stop it? Who's going to arrest them? Well, we'll see if anything happens. Join me for the live streams going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, talking about this and a lot more in greater detail. Hope to see you there.